Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to the final round of the SimRacingMania Formula 3 series. I'm your commentator and director for tonight. My name is Michael Brooks, and I hope you enjoyed some brilliant racing tonight. We featured two races, a 25-minute sprint race and a 40-minute feature race. We are just beginning the qualifying session now. And you'll also see, for any returning viewers, I have the overlay working. You can see our official graphics on the top left. So I finally learned how to do that. So just waiting for hopefully someone in the chat can let me know if you can all hear me, because that would be most helpful, as I have been known to do that in the past. As far as I can tell, you can... good. Thank you, Richard's in the chat. So you can all hear me. That's good. So we're just starting. Got 8 minutes after qualifying. Just wait for the initial drivers to set their initial fast size. We've got people on their out and ups at the moment. So while we wait for some of the times to start coming through, let's show you the standings for the top 10. If you go into tonight's round, so our already crowned champion with what 2 races left to go in this final round, Cliff van der Ven, is your SimRacingMania Formula 3 champion with an unassailable 574 points. Coming up second, so as at the moment, is Giacomo Ettore. Currently in third place is Michele Imola with 342. Fourth place is Donna. There's Matteo Zandona 257 also. In 8th we have Daniele Vella. In 9th we have Thomas Garcia. Running out the top 10 we have Claudio Bivacqua. I would like to show you the rest of these standings, but unfortunately the rFactor overlay does not allow me to, so I will show you the full standings via our website later on. Meanwhile, let's get back to the qualifying. As we see, Joe Watt's about to set a provisional fast time. Just should put in pole. Provisional pole as it at the moment. Yes, he does, with a 1 minute 29.321. That is a benchmark thrown down for the moment, ladies and gentlemen. He had a very good final sector, about a second faster than Chris Vella in P2 so far. As I say, that Stefano now just goes second. Joe Watts goes off the grass there. That's definitely not going to be the ideal line he wanted. See what drivers we have on track at the moment. So yeah, some fast guys just taking their outlap. So Daniele Vella is just on his outlap at the moment, just trying to warm up his tyres, get into the groove sort of thing. His tyres coming thick and fast now. Very better down up to P2. He's running board with Thomas. See if Fabio Zabetto does a second lap. He is. Let's run board with Fabio Zabetto for this lap. Can he improve? He's currently got 4/10 of a second to find to Joe Watts up ahead. Let's see how his sector 1 time is. It's a good sector 1, but not fast enough to catch Joe at the moment. Can he find time in sector 2? As we go around the beautiful Imola track, this is one of the most beautiful tracks on earth, if you ask me personally. I'm not a very good driving around here, but this track is amazing. It's an iconic track, it truly is. Meanwhile, Joe Watts is still provisional pole, with Andrew Parkinson coming in 33 thousandths of a second behind. So just missing out to pipping Joe so far. I will say with Fabio as he completes the end of the lap. It's like he's not having the best sector 2 time, but he might be able to improve on the final sector. He's got a bit of a toe from the car ahead. Hopefully he won't get any dirty air. Can he improve on his second and final run? Well, sorry, not his final, but his second. Oh no, he's bailing out. He's bailing out. So he's not able to improve there. Andrew Parkinson is on a flyer. Purple sector 1. You can be one to watch here for the pole position shootout. As I say, Denis Sashenko just goes on provisional pole with a 1 minute 28.454. 1.8 of a second faster than anybody else. What a lap time from Denis Sashenko. As he could go start another lap. Can he improve on that already insanely fast time? As worth bearing in mind, we have the Dennis van der Ven has just gone 8th fastest. I don't think Cliff van der Ven has set a time yet. No, Cliff van der Ven has not set a time. I think Daniele Vella just pips it Denis Sashenko by 1/10 of a second. Well, Dennis is currently going faster than sector 1, so don't count him out yet. He might be able to do one more lap after this, but he might have used the best of the tyres after this final run. Oh no, he loses too much time in sector 2. I think that's his time done. Now let's go on board with Cliff Van der Ven. Let's see how our reigning champion can do. He's already won the championship, so he's got nothing to lose. But this is just for fun now. Can he get another win to his tally? Add another pole position even. Not the fastest lap time so far for Cliff Van der Ven. He'll be hoping to improve on that. So some of the drivers on their roundups at the moment. See who's on a good lap. I think Giacomo Torre, he's on a fast lap at the moment. Daniele Vella just goes fast. Oh no, I saw something flash up on my screen. I apologise for that. Giacomo Torre could have a chance at pole here. He's currently a tenth of a second down on the pole time. Daniele Vella. This could be a chance of the P top 2. Let's see what he does as he crosses the line. Where does he go? Finish. He goes. Oh, he goes 5th. He loses a bit of time in the final sector there. Now Cliff Van der Ven has gone 6th fastest. Probably the rest is going out again. Matteo Dandone is going out for his final lap, it seems. What is it? Just say with Matteo Dandone, he goes purple in sector 1. So it seems to be the final sector where Daniele Vella just gets his lap time out of nowhere. So he needs to try and beat Daniele Vella in sector 1 to have a chance of being near him for the rest of the lap. Interestingly, it looks like I'm just looking at the. I've got more data available to me than you guys can see. It looks like the top 4 to 5 are running much higher top speeds than everyone else around them. So that's going to be interesting. Yeah, see, lots of drivers are losing time in sector 2. Can Giacomo Torre improve? See, everyone's going faster in sector 1 than Daniele Vella, but no one can match him in sector 2. That's why Daniele Vella has made up all this amazing time. As Giacomo crosses the line to go P3. The Giacomo Torre improves with his final qualifying lap. Peter Lane has just moved up to P5, so brilliant lap by Peter Lane there. I think Joe Walsh has bailed out of his final lap attempt. He's got now P9. Let's see if Jack Troy can improve. He's coming down in P13. He crosses the line. Oh, and an interesting way to stop the car there. as he reverses into the barrier to get out of the way. He qualifies P13. Now can Denis Shevchenko get pole? Look at that sector 1 time from Denis Shevchenko. He's almost a tenth of a second up on Daniele Vella. The fight for pole is on. Yeah, Daniele Vella about to start his flying lap as well. This could be a duel for pole position here. He's a fraction down in sector 2. This is very, very close between him and Daniele Vella. Oh, he runs wide at the exit of that corner. Is that going to hurt him? Yeah, he's had to bail out. So unfortunate for Denis Shevchenko there. Unless Matteo Dandone can improve, I believe that might be the pole position for Daniele Vella. Yeah, Matteo seems to be struggling in sector 2 compared to the guys around him. So unless Cliff can pull a rabbit out of his hat now, I believe that's all of the top guys finishing their laps. Oh, Cliff Van der Ven might have a shout here. He's purple in sector 1. And a fraction down in sector 2. This is going to be very, very, very close. If he can nail this final sector together, he's got pole position. Only Daniele Vella, Cliff Van der Ven and Adam Smith are remaining on track now. Everyone else has set their times. Daniele Vella is matched, so they're both matching times, as you can see. It's going to be very, very close. Cliff Van der Ven crosses the line. What does he do? What does he do? 1:26.998. He loses all that time in sector 3. Now, can Daniele Vella improve? Can he do a 1:27? He might be able to. It's going to be very, very close. Let's see what he does. Oh, just misses out on him by a fraction, but that's still pole position for Daniele Vella. So your pole position man is Daniele Vella. Brilliant lap by him. As we wait for Adam Smith to finish his final lap, then I believe that's all the qualifiers complete. Oh, not the best sector 1 there for Adam Smith. He might have had an incident. Let's see if he can improve. No, that's the qualifying session over. Oh, and my game just crashed. Apologies for that. That's not what I expected to happen. For some reason, whenever rFactor goes from qualifying to warm-up, it seems to boot my game, my rFactor. So I do apologise for that, ladies and gentlemen. So while I wait for, So while I wait for the rFactor to load up for you guys, let's show you the SimRacingMania website, where you can see the full standings list, unlike in the rFactor overlay. So you can see that we have the stats for every round and race from the series so far. You see Cliff Hanneman has an unassailable points lead, as well as seeing the rest of the point standings from further down the order. I'll just wait for get the game back up and running. Just waiting for the game to load back up. Sorry about this, ladies and gentlemen. There we go, we've got the game back. Just wait for the Trinaz to pick up the game. Go on, Trinaz. There we go. Right, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. We had a bit of a technical glitch. So when the rFactor went from qualifying to warm up, it booted my game for some reason. So I had to wait for rFactor to load back up. So I do apologize for that. We've got Thomas Goddard and Richard Brooks in the chat. Thomas asking what the hell was that picture. That's our Be Right Back technical difficulties screen I made. Just for moments like that, Thomas, if you're still watching. And we've got Richard Brooks also keeping an eye on the England score for anyone watching interested in that. So while I wait for the warm-up to finish, I'll just show you a teaser for what's coming next in SimRacingMania. So we have a British Touring Car Championship coming up after this. It'll be starting next week, as you can see. We also have a sponsor for the series, sponsored by SimX, making a custom Formula racing wheels and also little dashes for your sim racing. It's going to be really good. I'm really excited for that. You can see here, and you also have a chance to win a very, very fancy SimX steering wheel. SimX GP Pro, I believe is the name. And I literally have one. I literally have one to test at the moment. I can assure you it's a very amazing piece of kit. I'm very excited to try it out. It'll arrive today. So I can't give any impressions yet because I literally haven't even used it yet. But first impressions are very impressive. Just a reminder, so that's going to be starting next week, June 29th. Sorry about that. Yeah, so that'll be starting next week, June 29th at Silverstone, and we hope to see you there. If you want to join us, we are a Discord-based group. You can find us at SimRacingMania. There is a link in the description, or join us on our website where you can find our championship standings as well as other features that are being added. The website's in sort of flux at the moment. But yeah, I hope to see you then. Look forward to that series starting next week. And thank you so much for sponsoring this that championship coming up. So just waiting for the warm to end, and then we will begin underway with the racing. So just a reminder, we are Autodromo Enzo Dino de Ferrari, also known to everyone else in the world as Imola. This is going to be an amazing. This is one of the most iconic racetracks in the world. It's 4.9 kilometers long, or about 3.1 miles. This is our final round. We're going to have 2 races tonight: 25-minute sprint race and a 40-minute feature race. As we wait for the warm-up to finish, then we'll be ready to go racing. I'm very excited for tonight. It's going to be an amazing race. I've got a good feeling. I'm going to pick, so for the sprint race, the qualifying positions are reversed. So if I show you the qualifying results. So here's the qualifying results, but as you will see shortly, that will not be the starting position of the race. So I believe it's the top 6 who start reverse grid. We'll find out in a moment. Just getting ready for the... If I can just find the grid settings. I know it's here somewhere because I found it before. So, starting grid for this race. Starting pole for the sprint race is Jesper Burns, followed by Dennis van der Veen. Thomas Goddard will start in 3rd position. Joe Watts will start 4th. Fabio Zabetto will be in 5th. Andrew Parkinson starts 6th. Cliff van der Veen, your champion, is starting 7th, with Peter Lane 8th. Matteo Zandona will start 9th, with Giacomo Ettori running at the top 10. In 11th place, we have Denis Sashenko with our pulsar Daniel Livella starting from 12th, so it's the top 12. I do apologise for that. In 13th place, we have Jack Trawick. 14th place, we have Lorenzo Finetto. In 15th, Stefano Di Nadal. In 16th, we have Arturas Kamau. In 17th, we have Chris Vaca. In 18th, we have Adam Smith. And in starting 19th position, we have Valerio Margarito running out the back of the grid. Now we're just waiting for the warm-up formation lap to finish, so we'll be underway. Let's go on board with Dennis van der Veen here as we see the drivers getting ready for their warm-up lap. Just trying to warm up their tyres. There must be some drivers weaving, like accelerating and braking hard just to try and get any heat back into their tyres. You can see Andrew Parkinson weaving back and forth here, and Joe Watts, Pete Lane just behind, also doing the same. You got to watch on more with Cliff van der Veen. You might see Andrew ahead weaving. Like there is a trick some drivers use where they'll try accelerate and brake at the same time to try and warm up their brakes as they go. So it works very well in rFactor, I believe. I'm not sure if they do it in real life, but it works very well here. So if it works, any driver will always use that little bit of an advantage they can get. And it's going to pay dividends for some of these drivers. Some of these drivers are unbelievably fast. They really are. So just a reminder, this is a 25-minute sprint race, followed by a 40-minute feature race. And the top 12 is reverse grid. Once again, if you're watching us in the chat, just if you want to support a driver or anything, just leave a message in the chat. Or you want to talk about anything racing related, just leave it in the chat and I'll shout it out for you if you want. But I know we said that there are people supporting certain drivers who are always welcome to support, and I'll shout it out. For the race win, I'm going to pick Andrew Parkinson for the sprint race victory. I'm calling it now. Hopefully I haven't jinxed him, but I'm going to call Andrew Parkinson. He's my pick. Oh, wow, I thought I lost connection there for a second. Whew. Watching the drivers getting out to the start grid. Oh, just my bones almost glitching off the track there. Waiting for the back markers to get to their grid box. Let's forget to get to their grid boxes now. Apologies for the stutter. When I'm excited, I tend to talk fast. Looks like we have a driver out of his grid position there. Not quite sure who that is. And it's lights out and away we go. I think Jesper Burn's got a good start there. Dennis Van der Ven just behind. Thomas Goddard challenging for second place. So they will get through clean through the first chicane. Everyone looks like we've got through this okay. So no first lap shenanigans unlike last time at Hockenheim. Now can Jesper Burns break away? This Van der Ven's making a move up into 7th. Joel was up into 4th position now, just on the back of Thomas Goddard. Waiting for everyone to settle down for the first couple of laps. Not really a chance to make a move there, but he's right on the back of Thomas Goddard now. Dennis Van der Ven is challenging for Jesper Burns up ahead. Our pole man Daniel Levet is up into 10th position already, so making moves. There's like he's dropped back, he's not able to keep with Daniel Levet. He can't get past Peter Lane. Well, he's making some Peter Lane going towards the chicane. Peter Lane goes defensive. Nowhere for Dennis to go there. Oh, as we see Daniel Levet running way off the track there. Here comes Dennis again. Peter Lane goes defensive. Is there room? Oh, Peter Lane jinks to the right just a little bit. Just trying to disrupt Dennis's rhythm. Can he make this move past? No, I think Peter Lane got a very good run off the exit of that corner there. Meanwhile, your race leader is currently Jesper Burns. As we see, Peter Lane trying to make a move up ahead. He's side by side now. Oh, get pushed off the grass. Jesper not to let that move go. And he eventually has to yield. Dennis Shenko gets the move done. Very aggressive drive by both drivers there, but they kept made it. Oh, Peter Lane goes off the track again. As he battle for lead. It looks like the top 4-5 are holding the station at the moment. Steve Van up to 6th place now in the race. His next man on is Andrew Parkinson. Daniele Livella is now into 10th position, trying to get past Matteo Zandona. Nowhere to overtake here. It's a very tricky part to overtake, but only a one way through this corner here. As we see Giacomo Torre trying to get past Fabio Zaretta now. Nowhere for him to go for the chicane. Can he get I think Fabio's compromised his exit up ahead. Give me Giacomo's chance to attack. So he's got the slipstream here. He jinks to the right. Is there anywhere for him to go? No, Fabio holds his line well. Andrew Parkinson's doing a brilliant job holding off Cliff Van der Ven behind. I have to say, Jesper Burns is doing a fantastic job up ahead. He cut his gaps James Van der Ven behind, and he 3rd to 5th can't quite catch him. Oh, Thomas Goddard makes a mistake. That's going to give Joe Watts a chance to attack. Thomas Goddard goes defensive into the chicane. Oh, he almost forces Joe Watts to Watts off the track there. No room at all for other driver. Just about to keep it. Thomas Goddard makes another mistake. Thomas goes to the inside and he gets the move done. That's P3 for Joe Watts. Now, okay, Thomas about to lose more positions. Oh, bit of an out of focus camera there. Tiff Van der Ven not able to get past Thomas. Although has he? Oh, Thomas is back and seems to be very loose at the moment. We've got Varus in the chat saying, wow, this is very close. It is, as Thomas Goddard goes wide again. He's really struggling with his car at the moment, and that's P5 for Thomas Goddard now. Is he going to slip further down the order? Can Andrew Parkinson get past now with the chicane? I think he can. Thomas Goddard is falling down the order constantly now. Because Giacomo Torre. Has Thomas Goddard got damage? Oh, a bit of contact there. It's like touring cars out there. Thomas Goddard goes defensive again. Can he make it work? And Thomas has slipped down the order. Finally stops for the moment. So can Giacomo get... Oh, Thomas Goddard goes off the track again. Thomas Goddard really struggling for control at the moment of the car. The naughty cut that might be one of the worst laps Thomas has had in a while. He's going to be... Oh, here he comes back in again. Has he got the move done? Yes. So Thomas finally stops the blood loss from his grid positions. Now let's see if he can try and fight some of his, get some of his positions back. Meanwhile, Cliff Van der Ven up into P3. Next man up the road is his own brother. So you've got Battle of the Van der Vens up ahead. Jasper Burns got the gap up to just over a second to Dennis behind, so he's out of the DRS range. Now, how hard will these two brothers fight each other? You've got to think I'm sure they love each other very much, but when it comes to the racing, they all want to beat each other. This could be a bit. Oh, if you see Joe Watts is clinging onto the back of Cliff Van der Ven here. He's like, no, I want this podium, thank you very much. Andrew Parks is in a bit of no man's land at the moment, and P5, he's gaps the cars behind after their squabbling earlier, but he can't match Joe Watts for pace. As we Denis Sashenko is now up to P8, trying to get, he's now caught back of Thomas and Giacomo up ahead. And you got a chance to go into the double left-hander here at the end of the lap. No, I think he's a bit too far away for that to work. As we see Cliff and Dennis side by neck and neck now. Cliff should have DRS up ahead here. I don't think Dennis will. Yeah, nice simple DRS pass for Cliff. I don't think Dennis fought him too much for that. So change position for V2. So our champion is now into second position. Now, Joe Watts, can he make it? He can see the podium spot. Joe Watts really coming alive in the second half of the season. I have to say, really impressed with his driving. Dennis Sashenko trying to get past Thomas Golub for the chicane. Oh, tries a switchback. Thomas Golub goes off the grass, and what a move by Dennis Sashenko. And Matthew Zandona, he follows him through. Did the old switcheroo on the chicane, and Thomas was a bit caught out and just got a little bit of touch on the exit, but Thomas Golub now down to P9. Not the start of the race he was hoping for. So we see Thomas Golub fighting back on Matthew Zandona here. No Thomas to go through here. Looks like Thomas is struggling at this early start of the race. It's just over it's under 18 minutes left in this race now. And I do believe there's been a change of leader for the race. Let's try and see what happened here. Ooh. Try and see what happened to Jasper Burns. Give me a second. Oh, it looks like he went off the track there a little bit. I think I might have gone a bit too far back. Sorry about that. Let's see, Cliff Van der Ven. Does he go around the outside? No, he tries to switch back on Jasper Burns. You got to think it's only a matter of time before Cliff Van der Ven gets past here. Oh, he has much better exit through that exit going up the hill. Can he make it work into the double left-hand? There's not really much room to go through here. Jasper Burns goes wide. And he gets the move done. So that's your battle. That's your change of position for the lead. Cliff Van der Ven. Meanwhile, Dennis Van der Ven's just about holding on to second because I think Jasper Burns had an incident after that overtake. So it's now Dennis Van der Ven versus Joe Watts for the second position. Dennis Sashenko is now into P6. Then nearly has dropped back. He's now down to P10. I'm not quite sure what happened to him. Let's go right on board with Joe Watts as he tries to get past Dennis Van der Ven. Oh, that's a very interesting line by Joe Watts there. Not what he was hoping to do. That's definitely going to hurt him. That will give Andrew Parkinson a chance to fly. Oh, Andrew Parkinson gets a move done. Andrew Parkinson, very opportunistic, up into third position. And Giacomo Torre is right with them now. You've got a three-way scrap for third place. Here comes Joe Watts trying to get that position back. He's got the DRS. I think they all have DRS on each other here. He's on the brakes. I think Joe Watts might have it. Oh, I thought it was going to be a bit of contact there. They've all caught the back of Dennis Van der Ven now. Here comes Giacomo Torre trying to find a way past Joe Watts. A full cut. So this is all just going to give Cliff Van der Ven's just going to be like thinking, yes, all you four fight. Let me have a bigger lead. It's all playing into Cliff Van der Ven's hands perfectly. And I tell you what, Denishchenko might have caught the back of these car drivers now. Can Andrew Parkinson find a run up the hill? Not enough time here, I don't think. Yeah, Daniel Oliveira is now back into P8, so climbing through the order steadily afterwards. I think he made a mistake earlier in the race. Peter Lane is now... Oh, sorry, let me rephrase that. Daniel Oliveira is now in P8. Matthew Zandona is now 7, just behind these drivers. Daniel Oliveira closing fast, but we're focusing on the fight for P2 at the moment. We've got a 5-car scrap now. Maybe possibly even 6 cars. No, 5 cars, sorry. Because Andrew Parkinson, he's got the run going down the hill. Does Dennis Van der Ven go defensive? He does. Oh, on the grass for Andrew Parkinson. He's desperate to make the move done. Oh, he almost spins the car there on the exit of that corner. As Joe was going to have a monster toe going down this straight here. I think all 5 of this is going to be a very interesting turn 2. With all these drivers having DRS on each other. I think Dennis might get swapped here. Yes, Dennis Van der Ven loses position due to lack of DRS. Is he about to lose more positions? Joe Watts is going to make a move, I think. Dennis goes defensive. Chikatomi round the outside of Dennis Van der Ven there. He's going up into 3rd position. So Dennis Van der Ven definitely the loser out of that scuffle there. Although now he'll have DRS to fight back. So there's a bit of a train forming here. I believe that we've got Daniel Oliveira on the back of this pack now as well. So they've all been bottled up fighting each other, and they've allowed the rest of the field to catch up. So battles all through the top 10 now, it seems. This is fantastic racing between... Oh, if there's going to be a bit of a crash there. Daniel Oliveira goes for the move. And that's Daniel Oliveira up into P7, past Matthew Zandona. Now, can he catch Denishchenko up ahead? I believe it. Now, Joe Watts is starting to... Joe Watts is starting to pull away from Dennis Van der Ven behind. It's like a 2-car fight for P2 now. Let's go on board with Giacomo Torre here. He's got my breath, sorry about that. As we see Joe Watts go massively off the track there. That's Denishchenko's going to be off. Thank you very much, I'll take that. As Joe Watts gets Ricardo Zonta down the front straight by Dennis and Daniel Oliveira. Joe Watts is going to be kicking himself for that mistake. Loses 2 positions in 1 straight. I think Denishchenko just holds off Daniel Oliveira to stay P5. Yeah, so the top 3 have now definitely broken away from the... Oh, so you see Dennis Van der Ven crashing behind! Dennis Van der Ven goes off the track and spins! No! Let's try and see what happened to him there. So running on board with Dennis Van der Ven here, just goes for the chicane. Oh, just touches the curb, the inside curb a bit too much and just loses his control there. Oh, he was doing so well as well, he could have had a podium. So unfortunate for Dennis Van der Ven there. You see Andrew Parkinson going a bit screwed on the exit. Giacomo Torre up into P2 now as they're side by side going up the hill into the fast chicane. Giacomo Torre gets the move done. Meanwhile, Denishchenko and Daniel have managed to break through that fight for 3rd. Fight for 4th, sorry. They're dropping down Joe Watts behind. Obviously, these two are definitely undone with each other, though. These two are very evenly matched. I believe these were the top 2 in qualifiers. Now, let's see. Can Daniel Oliveira make a move down the front straight? He's going to have DRS. It's going to be his best chance to do it. He does. He goes to the inside. Here comes Daniel Oliveira. And he gets the move done. Nice simple DRS pass. Obviously, Joe Watts is in another position. He's starting to fall down the order now, does Joe Watts. Got just over 10 minutes left to go in this race. Your current race leader by 4 seconds is Cliff Van der Ven, all out on his own here. Look at him. He's got no. He's like, where's the rest of the cars? I'm on my own here. In 2nd place, we have Andrew Parkinson fighting back against Giacomo Torre now. So the fight for P2 and P4 is very close at the moment. Then in 4th place, we currently have Daniel Oliveira, followed by Denishchenko, Matteo Zandona, Joe Watts, and Jesper Burns. Then Fabrice Beto and Dennis Van der Ven, currently 9th and 10th respectively. Little further down the order, we have in the 11th position we have Adam Smith. You followed closely by followed by Stefano Denadal, Lorenzo Finetto. Arturis Kamara is also involved in this battle as well. Then we have Jack Troy a little further back. Chris Fackett is in 16th. In 17th we have Valerio Margarito. This time we might have lost Peter Lane after a crash. He's 18th, and Thomas Goddard has retired by the looks of it. Yeah, so we might have we lost Thomas Goddard from an unseen incident. As we see the top 4 starting to gap the cars behind now, it seems. See the top 4 cars in shot here. Now can Dennis and Daniele catch these two for P2? See Giacomo getting the move done into turn 3. Nice DRS passer. Yep. They're starting to catch these two. We're going to have a 4-way scrap for P2. So that means 2 drivers are going to miss out. And I don't know about you, but I would not be the want to be the guy who misses out on the fight for a podium. Oh, we got Thomas Goddard in the chat asking if I showed his crash. I did not. I'm afraid. Let's see if I can find it. Let's see. Now let's see if we can find Thomas Goddard's crash. This should be interesting. So we're about 4 minutes back here. Let's see what happened to Thomas Goddard. So Thomas Goddard. Oh, gets on the curve. Oh, this massive. Oh my word. That explains what happened to Peter Lane as well. Not what you would expect to happen. Yeah, that's definitely not how you want your car to look in the middle of a Formula 3 race. Aero is kind of important. Yeah, that should be fun to drive, I imagine. Yeah, I think does he try to get back to the pits? No, yeah, he retires. Right, I can understand that. Unfortunate for Thomas Goddard, but at least thank you for providing us with great entertainment. So let's go back to the fight for the lead. We've got fight for P2, sorry. Let's go. There we go. So we have Andrew Parkinson losing out now to Daniele Vella, looks like. Oh no, he's fighting back. Andrew Parkinson is trying to hold him around the outside as they go through get into the fast chicane now. They just about give each other room as Daniele Vella gets pushed off the track a little bit. Andrew Parkinson holds his ground for P3 for the moment. Oh, we've got Thomas Goddard enjoying his lovely crash there. I'm glad you found some enjoyment out of it. As we're watching the battle for third now. The orange car versus the 2 black cars. It's like watching Red Bull versus Mercedes in F1. Now, Andrew Parkinson. Oh, he wants to be careful. He might be careful not to get a track car. He might get a drive through if he's not careful. Meanwhile, the leader, Cliff Hanavin, is now 5 seconds away from this pack. Oh, Andrew Parkinson very squirrely on the exit there. As Matthias Andonna might have caught the back of these cars. Yeah, we've got a 4-car fight for P3 again. Now, Giacomo Torre needs to run away from these cars behind because they will catch him with DRS very quickly if he's not careful. Oh, Andrew Parkinson almost using the back end of that car there. That's definitely going to hurt him going down the front straight. Let's run aboard with Daniele Vella. Has he got the room? Oh, sorry. Daniele Vella, can he catch Andrew Parkinson up ahead? He does. Yes, he does. And Denis Venchenko gets past as well. Andrew Parkinson loses 2 positions on 1 straight. DRS proof. Oh, as Andrew Parkinson almost into the back end of the car again. He must have some serious stability issues with that car at the moment. Can Andrew Parkinson catch him now? Andrew Parkinson's got to be thinking, I can get 5th here. Oh, I might be able to do even better. Andrew Parkinson doing so well early in the race, but now starting to struggle badly. As we have Lorenzo Finetto in the pits. Not quite sure what happened to him. Meanwhile, the fight for P3. It's like Daniele has lost Denis Venchenko just about. Now, can Dennis catch him up with DRS again? He's definitely going to try. But Daniele Vella is very fast in Sector 2. He's proven that from qualifying. So he might be able to break that DRS toe. See the car's bouncing over the curves through the chicane there. Interesting, Matteo Zandona took a very different. I think Andrew Parkinson took a very different line through there. Not hitting the curbs at all. He's got 2 cars in the pits now. Joe Watts as well. Has Joe Watts had an incident? Let's see what happened to Joe Watts. Oh, looks like he had an incident. Oh. So this is Joe Watts and Lorenzo Finetto. Oh, as they make contact with the chicane and just spear each other into the barrier. Not what they were hoping for at all. Yeah, definitely not what they had in store for this sprint race. Let's get back to the fight for P3. So that's definitely affected their race for this weekend badly. Because Joe was doing so well earlier in the race. I tell you what, Daniel Olivetti starting to make inroads on Giacomo Torri for 2nd place. He could get P2. Now, if this works, I might be able to show you the in-season standings after from this as it stands now. So as it stands, Giacomo Torri will extend his lead in P2 in the standings. Daniele Livella will move up to P8 as it stands. Andrew Parkinson will hold on to P4 for the moment. With Joe Watts starting to move back from his earlier incident. Hopefully that was correct. I've never used that before. So hopefully that what I showed you was correct. Because I'm not entirely sure myself. He's watching from the battle for 3rd now. Nesichenko has got DRS and Daniele Livella up ahead. Daniele Livella does not have DRS. He's not close enough to Giacomo Torri yet. Can Dennis make a move here into the braking zone? No, Daniele Livella holds him off. Andrew Parkinson seems to have got his car issues under control. He's holding with these guys for the moment. Max Zandon's fallen back. Oh, we see a bit of puff of gravel up ahead. Someone had made a mistake. No, that's Giacomo Torri up ahead, so he's starting to fall back now. The fight for P2 is on. Okay, if any of them can get just a fraction closer to Giacomo Torri, we've got a 4-way fight for P2. If I'm Giacomo Torri, I'm sweating nervously right now. He's so close to another P2. Yeah, obviously the battle for P2. He's just got within that 2nd range, so he's just on the cusp of DRS. Oh, it's ended up hops massively over the curbs like a bouncy castle going through there. Nobody would have wanted it at all. That might be Giacomo Torri's saving grace now, as Denisicenko is going to be bearing down on him into the braking zone. I think Daniel might have damaged his car a little bit. If you see Denisicenko just go straight past, and here comes Andrew Parkinson with DRS. Can he make the move stick? I think he needs to have slipstream as well. It's going to be very close getting down the front straight. Denisicenko paying for his own overtaking and being part. Oh! Andrew Parkinson, brilliant. Oh, I was about to say, what a brilliant move. He blocks up and goes straight onto the braking zone. That was so nearly an amazing move by Andrew Parkinson, but he just didn't have the time to stop the car. So, ironically, Daniele Livella holds position by making a mistake thanks to DRS. He couldn't have timed that better if he tried having a mistake there. I think Dennis must be kicking himself for thinking, why did I overtake him? Why didn't I wait for DRS? But hindsight's a wonderful thing. You are just a little bit further behind these guys. We have Matteo Zandona, not able to second. Oh, he might be starting to close on these guys. He's about a second away from Andrew Parkinson in 5th. With Dennis Venevent now in P9 after his earlier spin, trying to hold off Adam Smith in the fight for P9. Fabio Zabetto is a bit on his own at the moment. The fight for P13 is very close between Arturus Kamar and Jack Trawick. See Jack Trawick not able to make a move stick there into the chicane. We'll follow these two and see if they can make a move later in the race. I'll keep an eye on them. The battle for 3rd place, Daniel Livella has broken away now. I think the top 5 have gapped each other a little bit now. They're not quite close enough to make a move. Now, Denisicenko has DRS. So does Matteo Zandona. Can they catch Andrew Parkinson in time for the braking zone? Here they go. Matthias Zandona's got the move done. Matthias Zandona up into P5. As we should be on the final lap of the race now. With Cliff Van der Ven having a very strong race. As Jacob is starting to close a little bit actually. He's only, the gap's about 4 seconds now. So Cliff Van der Ven having a flawless race so far. Not put a foot wrong, done everything right. Like, flawless drive, really is. So credit to Cliff Van der Ven, as long as he doesn't make any mistake. Hopefully I haven't jinxed him. Cliff Van der Ven has done amazingly this race so far. Giacomo Torres driven a brilliant race to get up to P2. Oh, as he goes off there, as I almost jinxed him. Let's get off him before I jinx him further. Daniel has managed to battle his way up to third position. What about Andrew Parks in P4? With Matthias Zandona close behind in P5. We have Denis Shenko in P6 at the moment. Bit of numbers up. I think they definitely have had a moment he's dropped back from the cars around him. As we Cliff Van der Ven go around the final corner to win the final run of the Formula 3 Series sprint race. So congratulations to Cliff Van der Ven on a dominant race. Oh, someone parked on the side of the track there. I'm not sure who that was. Giacomo Torres comes home second. Daniel Ricciardo crosses the line in third. Andrew Parkinson comes home a strong fourth, with Matthias Zandona close behind in fifth. Jasper Burns will end up P6. So Desichenko had further issues. Probably Zabetta finishes P7 in the end. Desichenko just crossing the line now. Oh, has he run out of fuel? He's very slow across the line. Jeremy allows Dennis Van der Ven to finish P9 just behind, and Anderson rounds out the top 10. Stefano Denadal is going to finish 11th. Jack Troick will finish 12th. Chris Vaca is currently 13th. Larry Margarito should finish 14th. With Peter Lane rounding out the back of the grid with 15th after that early collision. We have four retirements: Arturus Kamal, Joe Watts, Lorenzo Finetto, and Thomas Golab. Let's see if I can show you the race results. There we go. Sadly, I can't show you the timings, but there it is confirmed. Our race leader is race winner is Cliff Van der Ven. Giacomo Torres, Daniel Ricciardo ran at the top the podium positions. Andrew Parkinson, Matteo Zandona, Jesper Burns, Fabio Zabetto, Denis Shenko, Dennis Van der Ven, and Adam Smith ran at the top 10. We have in the 11th position we have Stefano Denadal. Jack Troick finishes 12th. Chris Vaca ends up 13th. Fleury Margarito finishes 14th. Last of the runners, Peter Lane is 15th. Arturus Kamal, Joe Watts, and Lorenzo Finetto and Thomas Golub all retired, although the previous two were classified due to driving most of the race. So yeah, what a race that race one was. A brilliant Cliff Van der Ven, a brilliant battle in the fight for the podium positions. Really close all the way through. Oh. As we get ready for the warm-up for the start of race 2. Give me a second. As we should wait for the server to reload due to the race time being different. Show you that while I wait for the server to restart. Just having a quick drink break. Won't be a moment. Thank you. There we are. So just confirming the feature race will be 40 minutes long. This will be the final race of the Formula 3 series. Let's hope we finish it with a bang. Just hopefully not with lots of crashes. Just hope we have some fantastic racing all the way through. Because this season has provided so many amazing racing and battles. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. And let's hopefully we can finish it on a high. So while we wait for the warm-up to finish, so just a reminder, starting next week we have our brand new British Touring Car series. So I'll be racing at 6 races, all the way for all authentic British tracks, including the Vauxhall Astra, Ford Focus ST, Subaru, I can't think of the name of the Subaru, I apologise, and the MG, also I can't think of the surname because they're rather new cars to me, I do apologise. But all amazing cars, with amazing action all the way through. We also have a sponsor for the series, sponsored by a new sim racing company called SimX, who, so as part of their sponsorship for this series, will give any driver taking part a chance to win his SimX GP Pro Special Edition racing wheel. So as you can see on the top, on the left of that poster there, it's a very fancy wheel. I've actually got one to test out myself, so I'm looking forward to testing that out over the next couple of days. And on the second place, we'll also be able to win the dash on these you can see on the poster there. And also we'll be having a raffle, which will also give you a chance to win a raffle as you take part in most of the races. For more information, you can find it on our Discord page. We are on our Discord page. We are a SimRacingMania Discord-based group. So if you want to join SimRacingMania, there's a link in the description. We're a very, very friendly bunch of guys. If you want to talk about racing, sim racing, just ask for advice, anything, there's always someone there to help you out. They're a brilliant bunch of people. I can't recommend it enough. I've been with SimRacingMania for quite a few years now, and I've loved every second of it. They're always amazing people to be around. So, we got a virus in the chat saying Subaru Live Org and MG6. Thank you for that, virus. I always forget those two names. So, the chat to my rescue. So, thank you once again, virus, for that. And yeah, we look forward to the race as we wait for the warm to count down. I'll be back in a moment. I'll leave you with the cars driving around. Wait me a moment. Whew, back and just in the nick of time by the looks of it, as we're about to start the feature race. It's just a reminder, this is going to be a 40-minute feature race. And I'm looking forward to every second of it. This is the season finale now. This is the final race of the season. So for everyone who's been watching this season throughout with me from the broadcast, thank you from the bottom of my heart. This is not something I'm a natural at, as I'm sure you can tell. But I've done my best, and hopefully you've enjoyed it as much as I have. Now let's show you the qualifying results. So you can see the starting grid for this race. So your starting on pole is Daniele Vella, who qualified with a 128.363. Denis Tashenko qualified second with a 128.454, so just about a tenth of a second shy. In third place was Giacomo Ettori. Matteo Zandona will start from P4. On the third row we have Peter Lane and Cliff Van der Ven. Yeah, I had to double check my maths there for a second. And on row 4 we have Andrew Parkinson and Fabio Sabetto starting 7th and 8th. Joe Watts and Thomas Gatto will start 9th and 10th respectively. Dennis Van der Ven will start 11th, closely followed by Jesper Burns. Jack Troic qualified 13th. Lorenzo Veneto is 14th. Stefano Dinedal is 15th. Arturas Kamau is 16th. Only qualifying a fraction down on Stefano, just ahead of him. In 17th we have Chris Vacker. In 18th we have Adam Smith, and Valerio Margarito qualified 19th. As we're just about to begin the formation lap. I've got a very good feeling about this race. I've got a feeling it's going to be an absolute humdinger of a race. I can feel it in my bones. CP Lane just weaving back and forth, just trying to get some heat into his tyres here. But just a quick reminder, next week we'll be starting our brand new British Touring Car Series. We'll be featuring 6 tracks, featuring 4 authentic British Touring Cars: the Ford Focus RS, the Vauxhall Astra, thanks to Virus, the Subaru Levorg, and the MG6. Starting next week, and we have our sponsor for next week, and the whole series, sponsored by SimRace, where you can win a very fancy SXGP Pro racing wheel. It's also a special edition one, I might add. So we'll stay tuned for more information on that. I hope you'll be able to join us there. And yeah, I've got that's going to be a really fantastic season. I can't wait for that. But before that, let's end this Formula season on a high. So we're about halfway through the lap now. Just going out of the hill towards the sector 2. It's amazing seeing these cars going so slowly. It's like watching a pack of tigers just being held on a leash, about to trying to get off. They're so fast. I think that metaphor worked. I'm trying to save fuel because remember, there's no refueling in this race, so you've got to try and save as much fuel as possible. We have known that some drivers run out of fuel just before the end of a race, and we don't want that to happen. We want every driver, where possible, to get to the end of the race. But yes, as it's the final race of the season, you want to finish. So hopefully, if anybody has issues, they're still able to get to the end of the race. Because if people who sort of leave the race on the final race, it's like you want to end on the high. It's always the way. It's just about to enter sector 3 now. While you wait for the drivers to cycle through, just a reminder, you can find SimRacingMania.online as well, where you can see the full point standings for this series. So as you can see, unlike the rFactor overlay, where I can only show you the top 10, our website is able to show you the whole point standings for the entire grid. So quite a few names on here, so it's a bit of a mouthful to read out. But if you want to check it out, SimRacingMania.online, then just go to the championships page, where you find ongoing and previous championships. So we've got the Formula 3 series. Super GT's just finished, and the Endurance series recently finished as well, so we need to update that. But yeah, look forward to that. If you want to check out our website, just feel free to go there and have a look. We wait for the drivers just to get to the start grid now. Ready for the start of the final race of the season. We watch Cliff Van der Ven. our championship starting P6. Electing not to warm Weaver's tyres. Interesting. Now, for anyone watching, leave your prediction for the race winner in the chat. Let's see who gets it right. I'm going to predict Denis Sashenko. I'm calling it here. Denis Sashenko for the win. He gets my vote. Here we go. And it's lights out and away we go. Giacomo Torri gets a good start in P3. Then Denny Evans holds on to the lead for the moment. Giacomo Torri's fight for P2. He's got the inside line. Not enough room for him to get through there. Now, can everyone get through that chicane safely? Everyone does for the moment, it seems. No major accidents that I can see. Yeah, everyone's getting through. Oh, pit lane gets a little screwy for the chicane there. So I think we've got some fast runners at the back of the field here. So we've got Thomas Gallup starting it. Oh, Thomas Gallup's not able to start the race. We've got Varus and Chap predicting Cliff Van der Vin for the win. So Cliff Van der Vin already up into P6. So we've got the top 3 holding station for the moment. So the top 3 just playing it safe. We've got a long way to go in this race. Meanwhile, the foul for P5 is very close. Andrew Parkinson versus Cliff Van der Vin again. Rematch for these two. Oh, I've got the band. There we go. You can see where everyone was. Sorry about that. So unfortunately, Thomas Gallup not able to start the race. It seems. Unfortunately for him, he would have wanted to end the series on a high. I'm sure of it. Here comes Andrew Parkinson. Oh, as he almost gets off the track there. That's going to hurt as he loses 2 positions in one corner. Andrew Parkinson down to P6 now as Cliff Van der Vin gets up to 5th, and here comes Peter Lane. Here comes Peter Lane. Can he get the run? He should have a DRS, or is it not enabled? No DRS for the moment, it seems. But he jinks to the left. Is there room for him to go? He thinks about it. Nowhere for him to go through that into that braking zone. No, not enough overspeed. So we've got the 2 JP Performance cars in 7th and 8th. Quite rare to see these two next to each other actually. They've always been kind of separate in each race. Either one driver does well or the other driver does well. But here they are, side by side, ending the season in style together. As Giacomo Torri's just got overtaken Denis Sashenko for the fight for P2. Denis Sashenko struggling at the early start of the race, it seems. So interestingly, every single driver, from what I can tell, is doing this race on the medium tyres. So everyone worried about tyre wear, it seems. Denis Sashenko. Oh, sorry, Mercedes another trying to hold a Cliff Van der Vin behind. So we've got a bit of a scrap for 4th place now. You know, the top 2 just hold it, being nice and cool, not doing anything silly. Joe, as can we just watch Joe Watts trying to overtake his teammate and friend Peter Lane. These two are always relentless fighting each other. Further down we have Chris Vacker getting a little bit squirrely on the exit of the final corner. It's going to give Stefan Dendal a run. Stefan Dendal goes to the outside. We see Daniel Rivera set a new fast lap of the race. Side by side going into the brakes there. He's going to be next on the brakes here. Oh, is there going to be a bit of contact? There's a little bit, but Stefan Dendal gets the move done. Very nice overtake there without DRS as well. Very impressive. Yo, Cliff Van der Vin's got past Matthias Andona for P4 now. So Cliff Van der Vin continuing his march up the field. Now Giacomo Torri is currently in 2nd position. He's been Mr. Consistent all season long. If I'm correct, he's had more 2nd places than any driver in the entire series. Let me just double check that before I misquote myself. Yeah, he's just been Mr. Consistent all season long. Like, not perfect. He's not quite at the pace for the win, but he's been amazing all season long. Oh, we've got Davide Porter in the chat saying via Giacomo. I think he's supporting Jake Comer. I might be incorrect there. You know, here's Matthews and Donna and Andrew Parkinson side by side into the braking zone. Matthew just holds on there for the moment. That's going to give Andrew Parkinson the run with DRS. Definitely now as he goes on, as he goes in the wide onto the exit there. Andrew Jinks to the left. And easy DRS pass. The fast lap of the race again for Daniele Vella. As Peter Bike from P2 is hotting up. Dennis Shenko has caught Giacomo Ettore. Just having a quick drink there, sorry about that. So it looks like Joe Watts has got past his teammate Peter Lane. He's now chasing down Matteo Zandona. All the cars very close together at the moment, it seems. Great little pack of cars in the fight for P4. Let's watch Dennis Shenko and Giacomo Ettore battling out for P2 now. He's just watching. Scott will say with Dennis Shenko up the hill. Trying to get as much tow as he can. For this difficult chicane section. Very nice bit of chicane there, nice and smooth. See, Giacomo had a very good run there. There's a bit of a slipstream now. Oh, Giacomo looks up ahead of him. Oh, that's really going to hurt Giacomo now. He's going to have no speed down the front straight at all. I imagine it's going to be an easy pass for Denis Sashenko now. DRS. Giacomo is holding on. Giacomo got a very slippery car, it seems. As Steve Vanavin has just made this a four-way fight. Here's Andrew Parkinson as well. So very impressive by Giacomo Ettore to hold on there. He had no DRS and was still able to keep the position. Giacomo Ettore running a very slippery car, it seems. That is a surprise. Cliff Vanavin all over the back of these guys now. Andrew Parkinson's right with him. So we have a four-way fight for P2 now. I knew the season would end in style, and it's giving us just that. Oh, as Giacomo Ettore runs off the track. What happened to Giacomo Ettore there? Just ran out of grip. Oh, that's gutting for Giacomo. He might lose two positions now. Here's Cliff Vanavin trying to get past. No, Cliff not able to get the move done there. So he's got a monster toe now. Giacomo's gonna have to go. Sorry about that. Giacomo's gonna have to go defensive now. As the whole station for the moment. Andrew Parkinson. He's struggling to keep up at the moment. He's not quite able to go. Well, that was a very beautiful exit by Andrew Parkinson here. He might get two positions if he can play his cards right. Here's a slipstream train. Cliff Vanavin goes to the inside. Now, can he get past Giacomo Ettore on the straights? Oh, as they make contact, Cliff Vanavin and Giacomo Ettore goes sliding off into the braking zone. What happened there? That was. I need to have a look at that again. That was a very bizarre incident. So they go side by side into the braking zone. Let's see who moved on to. Oh, just as light as touches into the braking zone, and they both go sliding off into the gravel trap. Let's try and watch that again. It's round the ball with Cliff Vanavin here. So he's got DRS. Oh, the lightest of movements. I'm not sure who's at fault there, but that's gutting for both of them. They're doing so well. Cliff is going to be furious with that. But that puts Cliff Vanavin and Giacomo Ettore down to P6 and 10 respectively. Meanwhile, Andrew Parkinson's up to P3 with that. He's like, thank you very much. Meanwhile, our racing Daniele Villa has got these lead up to about under 3 seconds now. He's doing exactly what he needs to do, just build up a nice solid gap. Leszczenko's trying to hold off Andrew Parkinson behind now for P2. Meanwhile, Joe Watts, our dark horse of the season, in my view, is now up to P4. With his teammate are now up to P5. Now, can Cliff start his fight back? He's gonna have DRS, but he's also gonna have damage now. Has Cliff got any damage after that crash with Giacomo Torre? Or does he get some? Yeah, Cliff Adamant definitely still got the speed, it seems. Nice simple pass for Cliff Adamant to get past Peter Lane there. Back up to P5. You know, there's a check on Andrew Parkinson. I think Andrew Parkinson's back up into P2 now. He got the DRS done, it seems. DRS overtake, I mean. You know, I've got Jack Troy being chased by Dennis Van der Ven for the fight for P11. Got under 30 minutes remaining in this race. The final race of the season now. There's been 6 brilliant rounds with 12 amazing races all season long. I've enjoyed commentating on this so much. It's been brilliant to be a part of this. And we've still got one. It's got half an hour left of this season to go. Oh, Andrew Parkinson almost hits the back end of that car. That's going to give Dennis Sheko a run. Let's have a look at the delta between these two now. Let's watch this gap comes down and down. This is the power of the DRS. He's getting oh! Andrew Parkinson looks like he's very good on the. Oh, there's the DRS. It's how somebody drives one of these very slippery cars just to try and reduce that DRS effect, it seems. Has Joe Watts got any answers? He's just about 1.7 seconds back from this leading pack. You see Peter Lane fighting back against Cliff Van der Ven here. So Peter Lane not giving up in the fight for P5. This is brilliant stuff by Peter Lane. Now just behind him, various bit and Matthew Zandona battling it out. I think all the cars fell down, but space out a little bit. We've got Jack Troy and Dennis Van der Ven in the close fight for P11 still. As you watch Fabius better and Matthew Zandona. Oh, was that Peter Lane? No, is that Joe Watts? Joe Watts lost his front wing. Joe Watts is in the wall again. Let's see what happens to Joe Watts. So it all seems to say he's P9 here. It all seems well. Let's see if I can find what happens to Joe Watts. Oh, just touches that. I think that's the same curve that caught out Thomas Goddard in the sprint race. Oh, so unfortunate for Joe Watts. He's doing so well. That seems to be the curve of death for many drivers, it seems. That moves Cliff Van der Ven back up to P4. Here's Sheko versus Andrew Parkinson again. The DRS is keeping these two right with each other. And they're also starting to catch Daniel Rivella up ahead. The gap's only 1.1 seconds now. The fight for the lead is on. Despite what our graphic says, that's the fight for first. There we go. And Cliff Van der Ven is not a million miles away either. Cliff Van der Ven has been known to follow. Oh, we got SimX in the chat. So, our sponsor for the upcoming BTC series saying, sorry, the football came first. That's understandable. It is England playing. But, hopefully we have a close second priority to England. So what you've missed so far, SimX, is a crash between Giacomo Torre and Cliff Van der Ven, battling for position. So that's moved. They lost about 6 positions each. Cliff Van der Ven's about fought his way back up to P4. Giacomo is still struggling in 9th as he hit the barrier as a result of that. And the top 3 are starting to bunch up now. Andrew's got a chance at Daniel Rivella. I can see that Daniel Rivella losing 2 positions here down the front straight. Here comes Andrew Parkinson. He's got very, very close now. Andrew Parkinson with a very slippery car, it seems. There's the DRS engaged. Now, would Daniel Rivella go defensive? Oh, no. They hold position. Interesting. Ah, we've got Thomas Gollab in the chat. So why didn't you start in race 2, Thomas? I'm curious for the fans watching here today. Yeah, Thomas's crash in race 1 was rather glorious, I will admit. Oh, that Andrew Parkinson loses 2 positions now. Oh, sorry, 1 position. So this is now up into the lead of the race. I'll tell you what, actually the top 8 are only within 5 seconds of each other. The field is the 5 lead is starting to bunch up, it seems. To answer your question, Thomas will be in the hospital at least. We have a 4-way fight for the lead. Cliff Van caught the back of these drivers now. This is going to get spicy. I can feel it. This is going to end the season in style. This is what I hoped for. This is what I hoped it would be. Pete Lane's catching up. Fabio's the better. Jesper Burns all starting to catch these guys up in the fight for the lead now. 24 minutes to go. Thomas Golov's blaming the heat. It is rather hot in Poland, as anyone watching, so that's his excuse, and it's a valid one, I will admit. The Nevella very close to the back of Dentishenko now. Oh, this is going to be so close down the front straight. I can see lots of positions going to be swapped here. Cliff Van goes from 3rd to 1st by the looks of it. First to worst in 1 straight. What a move by Cliff Van. He times that perfectly. Cliff Van, what a move by Cliff Van up into the lead of the race. So even being spun out, having a crash and spinning out, Cliff Van still leading the race. That's how good he is on a race setup. Dennis and Daniel will be thinking, where the hell did this guy come from? He crashed out. Oh. So just a reminder, so this series, for the Formula 3 series, has a raffle where drivers can win up to €300 worth of prizes. You can have a look in the Discord for the announcement for that. For the drivers eligible to take part in that. So Dennis Van der Ven, your new leader of the race. I think Denis Tashenko will be kicking himself for that. Now, once Cliff Van der Ven gets the lead, it's notoriously difficult to try and overtake him. Now let's see what these drivers around him can do. Andrew Box is starting to fall back just a little bit from the cars ahead of him. He's just within DRS range as it stands. I think Desichenko's just got DRS on Cliff ahead of him. Here comes the DRS. Just one more with Desichenko here. Can he make a move? Oh, he nearly did. The boy is 2nd and 3rd right back in it now. The DRS is keeping these drivers in play. It's causing brilliant racing all the way through. A little bit further down the field, we've got a brilliant fight for P6. We've got Fabio Zabetta versus Jesper Burns. And Matthew Zandon as well joining the party. So there's like a lead packing and chase back. It's like watching the Tour de France, this. And Andrew Boggs has caught the back of these top 3 again. New fast lap of the race for Joe Watts. So Joe Watts is the man on the move after his crash earlier in the race. Sadly he's down in 17th position, so not really in a position to make much of it. But you might as well end the season with a fast lap of the race. As we watch the top 4 now. We're separated by about 1.6 seconds in total, so very, very close. Let's go very close to Cliff Van der Ven now. Go to the outside, Cliff defends on the inside. Is there any room for him to get the pass moved on? No, Cliff holds the inside line beautifully there. And that's going to compromise Dennis's exit. Then they never get a chance to overtake. I can see Dennis Tashenko falling down the order a little bit here. And weaving all over the place now. Hopefully they don't crash into each other. We've had enough of that down into the braking zone. Cliff Van der Ven just holds up. Cliff Van der Ven loses the lead now. Dennis Tashenko gets the overtake. Battle for the lead done. Dennis Tashenko is your new race leader for the moment. Before they swap positions again next up, I'm sure of that. It's a very nice helicopter shot there. Cliff Van der Ven taking a very different line to Dennis up ahead of him there. As Pete Lane has caught these guys now. We have a 5-way fight for the lead. Now this should be interesting. 5-way battle for the lead on the final race of the season. Everything is to play for here. Everyone's like, I want that final. I want that final win. So there's going to be no mercy here. It's going to be all like no guts, no glory sort of thing. Can Daniel Ricciardo overtake his championship rival Cliff van der Vin? Yeah, just over 20 minutes left of this race, and it's a race that's going to end the series in style. Meanwhile, the top 8 are still separated by about 4.5 seconds. They're very close to each other, all of these guys. On more Cliff van der Vin. On more Cliff van der Vin here. Now walking. Oh, then you have a pounding the curbs there. Not the ideal line for his car at all. There's the 20 minutes to go sign. Here we go again. Here's the DRS train. And then Shevchenko hold on before Cliff gets him in the DRS zone. Cliff goes in. Oh, they touch. Cliff being ruthless on the braking, on the getting our move done there. He's like, no, I'm not being squeezed out again there. Ruthless move by Cliff van der Vin to get the lead of the race. Cliff taking no prisoners in this final race. He's like, no, I've had enough of this. I'm winning. You are not stopping me. So now have another look at that move there. So one more Cliff van der Vin here. Here comes the DRS. The scene closed rapidly there. Then tries to close the door on him. He's like, no, that's my position. That's my move done. You are not stopping me. Oh. There we go. He's like, Cliff van der Vin's got about gap up to about 0.7 of a second now. So Cliff's trying to run away before they catch him again in the DRS scene. He's trying to break the toe so desperately now. Meanwhile, Mackers and Don is just about lost. Jesper Burns up ahead of him. Now here comes Dennis again. Can he get the move back down on Cliff? Run the outside and no, oh, almost contact there in the braking zone, but he just gets the move done. Swipes across Cliff's front nose there. Cliff, is he going to come straight back at him? Oh, he thought about it. Nowhere for Cliff to go there. Cliff van der Vin desperate for this race win. You can just feel it from the way he's moving around the track. He wants this win so badly. Meanwhile, Daniel Ricciardo just thinking, if these two were going to crash, I'll win. Daniel Ricciardo playing the smart game, just letting these two ahead just drive each other into the ground, it seems. Very tactical drive from Daniel Ricciardo and Andrew Parkinson as well, just letting these top two just murder each other's tyres by the looks of it. We have just over 17 minutes left to go in the final race of the season. And it's provided amazing action in the fight for the lead, no less. The top 5 are separated by only 2 seconds. That's unheard of even for us. This is brilliant. So just a reminder, this is the in race standards going into this final round, into the final weekend. So Cliff van der Vin is your race champion, but he's desperate for this race victory. Here we go, DRS again. Cliff van der Vin's got the move done. Here comes Daniel Ricciardo. Dennis Shevchenko loses 2 positions in one straight. Daniel Ricciardo is up into 2nd position now. He's thinking, no, now's my time to make a move. Now, can Cliff van der Vin keep Daniel Ricciardo behind the way he kept Dennis Shevchenko behind? Now, Andrew Parkinson just holding steady in 4th, just thinking, no, I've got a long way to go, save my tyres. There's no worth risking it with these 3 up ahead. These 3 are some of the fastest drivers we've had in this series all season long. So it's a pleasure to watch these guys go wheel to wheel like this. Dennis Shevchenko is just starting to struggle a little bit further behind. Being left already by Daniel Ricciardo. Sorry, these names are a bit of a tongue twister for me. I'm a Brit. I'm not used to some of these multilingual names. So if I do butcher any names, I do apologise for that. See the top. Now Cliff Van der Ven's got the lead. Gets up to about 2 seconds for the top 5 now. He comes to the end of it. Has he got a run on Cliff? He's going to have to go defensive. Cliff is. Oh no, he can hear him lifting on the throttle. He's making sure he gets that DRS. Very, very clever driving with the elevator there. He knows that DRS is going to help him so much. Very strategic driving there. Now he might have backed off a bit too much there. He's got about 4 seconds to Cliff Van der Ven up ahead. Here comes Andrew Parks. He's making his move. Here comes the DRS train. Cliff Van der Ven loses 3 positions there. So Cliff Van der Ven being absolutely mugged by the DRS train behind him there. Cliff Van der Ven down to 4th there. Then it's still your race leader. Dennis Schenker and Andrew Parks are now up into 2nd and 3rd. Peter Lane just behind them. I see Cliff Van der Ven getting a little screwed on the exit there. So Cliff Van der Ven is pushing. That's, yeah, Thomas comes saying that DRS. Yeah, this DRS is mega powerful at Imola. Like, if you ever watch Moto3 bikes race at Mugello, you know what this is like. That Moto3 races at Mugello can have drivers swap positions twice on one straight. I guess it's very similar vibes here. So Andrew Parkson, what can he do? Can he hold on? Oh, Daniel trying to break away from Dennis Pacheco behind. Has Dennis Pacheco broken the DRS? This could be Daniel's chance to run away. Meanwhile, Andrew Parkinson's trying to hold on to the back of Dennis Pacheco up ahead. If Daniel Ricciardo can break the DRS train here, he could have a chance of winning this outright. Yeah, Dennis Pacheco does not have DRS. I repeat, Dennis does not have DRS. Meanwhile, the guys behind him most certainly do. I think Cliff Van der Ven should be able to overtake Andrew Parkinson here if he can play his cards right. Final ball with Peter Lane as we can see the battle up ahead. No, everyone holds station for the moment. Oh, that's my phone just beeping at me. Sorry about that. So, as with 30 minutes to go, your current race leader of the race is Daniel Ricciardo, followed by Denis Schenko, Andrew Parkinson, and your championship winner Cliff Van der Ven. In 5th position is Peter Lane, followed by Fabio Sabetto, Jesper Burns, and Matteo Zandona in P8. In P9 we have Giacomo Tori after his earlier incident. Lorenzo Finetto is currently 10th. Jack Trowick is 11th, followed by Dennis Van der Ven. Joe Walsh is currently 13th, with Stefano Dinedal in 14th. Arturis Kamal is 15th. Valerio Margarito is 16th. We have 2 retirements it seems, Chris Backer and Thomas Gaddap, who was not able to start the race. I'll be back in a moment, I will not be long. Back. Oh, looks like Andrew Parkinson's got past Cliff Van der Ven up to P2, and Daniel Ricciardo's dropped down to 4th now. So I'm not quite sure what happened to Daniel Ricciardo, but he's now into 4th position. So the top 5 all swap positions constantly now. Peter Lane's still in this fight. Is anybody's race like this is almost like oval racing in NASCAR. Like this is so close between these top 5. It really is. Fabio the race is now into P6, but not able to say with these guys at all. These top 5 are just too strong pace-wise. Now here we go again down the front straight. Andrew Parkinson's very close to Dennis up ahead. I think Andrew Parkinson could get Dennis Shchenko here. Andrew jinks to the left. Yeah, easy move for Andrew Parkinson now. Can Peter make the move? No, he's not quite close enough. So it looks like Peter's able to save himself, but he's not quite able to make a move, or is he just trying to look after his tyres? So Cliff Hanneman in a solid third place after that tussle just then. Oh, as Dennis Shchenko runs off the grass, goes on the grass there. Cliff Hanneman sniffing blood here. Oh, he's got a good run. Can he get him up the hill? Dennis goes defensive. Can Cliff go around the outside? No, wait for him to go around. Oh, can he get the undercut? No, they just about hold station there. So Dennis got away with that for the moment. 10 minutes left to go in this fight. 10 minutes left to go in the season. They're all fighting for this win here. Andrew Parkinson currently your race leader. He's got a 1.5 second gap. Has he broken away? Can Andrew Parkinson break the DRS toe? Oh, as he runs off track, that's definitely not going to help him. Meanwhile, Andrew Parkinson and Cliff Van der Ven and Daniel Vellet are fighting with each other now. Oh, trying to make sure they get DRS on each other. This is fantastic. Pete Lane's just about to able to sell what he's got, but oh, Pete Lane gets a little screwed on the exit there. That's not going to help him. He might have lost DRS. I think he's still just about got it. Yeah, Andrew Parkinson has broken away. Has Andrew Parkinson got the chance he needs to run away with his race? He has Cliff Van der Ven up the inside. But no. Oh, Cliff Van der Ven goes off the track there. That's a very interesting way for Cliff Van der Ven to overtake. Does he get the positions back? Yes, I believe he does. Yeah. Good sportsmanship. Good sportsmanship there by Cliff Van der Ven. That was not the way to overtake, and he gave it back as he rightly should. So, well done to Cliff there. Meanwhile, Andrew Parkinson is your race leader with 8 minutes to go, followed by Dennis Shchenko, Cliff Van der Ven, and Daniel Rivera, and Peter Lane still in this mix as well. This is a brilliant way to end the season. I'm so happy we've got a race like this. I really am. Sorry I'm not showing the drivers a bit further down the order, but it's just such amazing racing to focus on. It really is. Meanwhile, the fight leads down to 1.5 seconds. Has Andrew lost his chance to run away? Dennis is starting to close that gap back. And as Dennis goes in, now brings the rest of the field with him. Cliff Van der Ven, it looks like he's dropping back a little bit from Dennis up ahead. So I think the DRS train's starting to break apart a little bit, it seems. So can Cliff Van der Ven make any inroads on... Yeah, but I believe the top three are out of DRS range of each other. So they've all broken away a little bit, just about. But that's going to give Daniele Vella a chance, because Cliff's not going to have any DRS. Because Daniele Vella... Oh! Cliff goes in the middle of the road, making it awkward for Daniele to pick a line. So very good defensive drive from Cliff Van der Ven there. So the 35th hold station for the moment. So yeah, the gap between the top three is about 1.5 seconds between the first, second and third now. So each driver trying to make their move now. Just trying to break away before they get caught by the cars behind. Meanwhile, Peter Lane just staying in fifth, like staying with you guys, so don't count Peter Lane out yet. This is the best race he's had all season up. He has a chance of a podium here. All he needs to do is pick his moment. He's definitely got a chance there. These are some very fast guys he's racing with, so credit to him for even staying with these guys at all. Meanwhile, the battle for the lead down to 1.3 seconds. Then it's just inching towards Andrew Parkinson for the fight for the lead. See the cars bouncing over the curb there. So just have 6 minutes left to go now. Your race leader, Andrew Parkinson, followed by Dennis Shchenko, Cliff Van der Ven, Daniel Rivera, and Peter Lane all in this mix for the lead now. So the gas out to about 4 seconds to clear. I think Peter Lane's just dropped back a little bit now. Let's have a look at the DRS. Is anyone within DRS range? I think Daniel Rivera might just about be within DRS range. Yes, he is. Here he comes. Daniel Rivera, can he make a move stick? No, he's not within, not quite close up in the braking zone. He's just too far back, even with that monster DRS. Meanwhile, Cliff Van Vin's about 1.7 seconds ahead behind Denisichenko now. So he's losing time from fighting these guys, it seems. This is how we lost. Chris Vaca has officially retired from the race, so we're down to 16 drivers. Now Giacomo Torre and we've got a 3-car fight for P9. Lorenzo Finetto, Giacomo Torre and Jack Trorick all battling out for 9th. Oh, Giacomo Torre tries to make a move there. Nowhere for room for to go there. Very optimistic opportunistic overtake. I just I got lost on my own words there. Sorry about that. I can give Jack Trorick a chance to get past. So we've got two lots of brilliant battling out on track now. Fabio Zabetta in a rather lonely 6th, followed by Jesper Burns. Matthias and Donald's about 3 seconds back from these guys in P8. The fight for leads down to 1.2, 1.3. He's getting closer. He's almost within DRS range. He's just so close. We've got under 5 minutes left of this race now. It's crunch time. Now, if Dennis can get within DRS range, it's game on. It really is. It's Daniel Oliveira. Nowhere for Daniel Oliveira to go, it seems. He can't quite get enough speed. Has he run out of gearing, I wonder? I'm not sure these guys would have been used to having such massive overspeed when they were practicing for this race. Because some people might literally be gearing limited. But it almost is in the back end of the car there. Fabio Zabetta and Jesper Burns having a good fight for P6 now. He has Giacomo Torre. Nowhere to go against Lorenzo Finetto there. Just not close enough. Then second, Quan Kai catch Andrew Parkinson up ahead. Cliff Van Ven still got Daniel Oliveira hounding him from behind. I think they dropped Peter Lane now. New faster that for the race for Joe Watts. So Joe Watts is a man on the march. Now up into 13th position. He'll struggle to get any more positions. He's about 16 seconds back from Dennis Van der Vimbe. He's definitely going to try. Here goes Daniel Oliveira again. Now listen to his throttle. Yeah, he lifts off a little bit just to make sure he's in DRS range. Oh, as he almost slides through that corner, not the most ideal line. Here we go again. He's definitely going to have DRS this time. Can he make the move work? Here he goes. He's just holding behind Cliff. Interesting. Is he waiting until the final lap of the race, I wonder? Is that when he's going to make his move? Being very cagey from Daniel Oliveira here. Well, Denisichenko now dropping back to Andrew Parkinson. There's some lap traffic involved. He goes up to 2.2 seconds now. Andrew Parkinson is your current race leader, doing a brilliant job, Andrew Parkinson. Like, these last few races, he seems to have come alive. Suddenly he's found that magic fix in his car that makes him just think, wow, I'm mega fast now. Keep out of in. Now dealing with the lap traffic. Daniel Oliveira just getting through that as well. Oh, Cliff goes a little bit wide on the exit of that corner there. Yeah, Pete Lane's trying to just about with him, but I think he's outside the DRS range now. So, oh. Daniel Oliveira just jumping over the curves now to try and stay with Cliff in here. We have just under 2 minutes left to go now. The final 2 minutes of the race. Here we go again, the fight for battle for P3. A little bit squirrely on the exit for Cliff Van der Vin there. Nice and smooth for Daniel Oliveira. Now he's definitely going to be close enough here. And we should have 1 to 2 more laps of this race. So Daniel Oliveira, you're going to make a move. Now's the time. No, he doesn't try and do a move. Is he trying to sort of psych out Cliff Van der Vin, I wonder? I mean, you're can try, but Cliff Van der Vin is a very smart cookie. He knows what you're going to do. Meanwhile, the battle for the lead. 1.1 seconds is very, very close. It's within DRS range. The battle for the win is on. Denisichenko has caught Andrew Parkinson. Yeah, the gap is definitely closing. Andrew Parkinson is under threat for the lead now. And I believe there'll be one more lap of this race. Oh, Andrew Parkinson almost loses the back end of the corner. He's definitely sweating now. There's a second can smell blood in the water. This is going to be very, very close at the end of this lap. Oh, Desichenko spins! Desichenko spins for the chicane! He was doing so well. Andrew Parkinson's breathing a massive sigh of relief for that. Desichenko spun as he just caught Andrew Parkinson in the battle for the lead. That means Desichenko now down to P4. He's going to be furious with himself. Cliff Adamant up into PT now. Daniel Oliveira close behind. There'll be one more lap of this race unless Andrew Parkinson lifts off. Does he? No. Oh, it's got one more lap of this race to go. Daniel Oliveira versus Cliff Adamant. Here we go down the front straight. Daniel Oliveira did the DRS. He finally makes his move. Very cagey by Daniel Oliveira. He's been waiting all half the race now to do that move, and he finally makes it work. Knowing Cliff can't fight back in the next lap. Brilliant strategy by Daniel Oliveira there. Now, can he catch Andrew Parkinson? We know Andrew's been struggling with his tyres. He might, and Daniel Oliveira might be able to make a move for the win here. The battle for the win isn't over. Here we go, the final lap of the season now. Daniel Oliveira almost loses the back end of the car. And Cliff Adamant come back at him. They're pushing. They've lost. I think they've used all their tyres. They're just holding on for dear life now. They're very, very close. He's second and third. No love lost between these two drivers. I can promise you that. They've had crashed into each other earlier in the season. Cliff Adamant going defensive now. Cliff Adamant goes side by side up the hill. Can Daniel Oliveira get him back into the chicane? No, Cliff Adamant's got to move down for the moment. Now can Daniel Oliveira get him back? Andrew Parkinson's just going through the final couple of corners. But then these two are not overdone yet. Here comes Daniel Oliveira. Oh! Cliff Adamant brakes on it. What happened there? Cliff Adamant, was there like a lag moment there? Was there a lag incident involved? Not quite sure what happened there. But somehow Desichenko's come back and is now into P2. And here comes Andrew Parkinson to win the final race of the season. Meanwhile, Desichenko out of nowhere gets P2, or does he? Here comes Daniel Oliveira just got him at the line. Daniel Oliveira just pits him at Desichenko at the line to finish P2. Desichenko finishes in third place with Cliff Adamant just missing out in fourth. What an end to the race. I'm still not quite sure what happened with Daniel Oliveira and Cliff Adamant now. I want to see what happened on the final lap of the race. Let's follow these two as they go on the final lap of the race. These two are battling side by side with Cliff Adamant. Desichenko's closing from behind. Watch these two up ahead. Do these two have contact anywhere? So these two slowing each other up as they're battling, forgetting Desichenko's catching in the back of them. Now let's see what happened here. This is where it all got a little funky for me. I'm not quite sure what happened there. Oh, did they both run out of fuel? They both ran out of fuel. Very bizarre. But then they had enough fuel to fight for the line. Or they're trying to get DRS on. They're trying to get DRS on each other. Just realised what happened. So here's Desichenko. Yeah, so they both outside each other. So and Cliff Adamant losing out to two positions because they wanted DRS on each other. That's amazing strategy by the both of them. What an end to the season. And Andrew Parkinson doing donuts to celebrate. Let's just watch his donuts again. I think he's earned it. So watching Andrew Parkinson here doing his celebratory donuts. And we can see Cliff Adamant in the background there doing the championship winner and the race winner, Andrew Parkinson and Cliff Adamant doing donuts, or trying to do donuts there. It looks like has he run out of fuel, I wonder. But wow, what an end to the season. That was an amazing race. Let's get the let's get this all back up. So here are your official race results. So Andrew Parkinson is your race winner. Daniel Oliveira just pipping down Desichenko at the line to take second and third respectively. Cliff Adamant just missing out after an amazing battle all race long to finish in fourth. Jesper Burns finished in the fifth position. Matteo Zandorna ended up finishing sixth. Chico Motori battled back to seventh after that crash earlier in the race. Jack Troik ended up ninth. Dennis Van der Ven finished ninth, sorry. Jack Troik was eighth. Arturis Kamau finished a strong 10th position. Why is that not working? Oh, I think the session is just resetting. Come on, rFactor. Don't leave me hanging. Just, I'll wait for the... Oh, of course it's doing that. I was about to let me see if I was about to show you the race results. Let's see if I can get it on the website. There we go. There we go. Right. So let's get the... Let's have view up. So... Where's it? Oh. So here we can go. Oh, so we can go to our session results on our website and then get the results with it. So we can see how close they were. So Daniele Villa got P2 by 0.3 of a second at the line. Purely DRS, that was so close to the end of the race there. We also see some drivers ran out of fuel, it seems. So Andrew Parkinson was your race winner. Daniele Villa finished second at the end of just beating out Denishenko to third place. Cliff Van Vin was fourth, just missing out there because they are all outside each other trying to get DRS. Desmond Burns finished in fifth position. Matteo Zandona finished sixth. Giacomo Toy ended up seventh. Jack Troik was eighth. Dennis Van der Vin finished in ninth position. Arturis Kamal was 10th. Peter Lane finished 11th. He might have run out of fuel, it seems. He was way down the old... He was doing so well earlier in the race. Stefano Dindal finished in 12th position. Lorenzo Finetto was 13th. Fabio Sabetto was 14th. Valerio Margarito was 15th. Joe Watts finished... Joe Watts was classified 16th. Chris Thacker was 17th. And Thomas Goddard was not able to start the race. So that was your final race of the season. What an end to the season. I mean, that was... I don't know about you guys, but that was amazing. It really was. But I could barely catch my breath during that. So all I have to say is thank you for watching it. I just want to do some shout outs as we run out the season in style. So I want to say a huge thank you to Heath Johnson and from the High Octane Racing League for helping me get the standings working for tonight's race. So if I just get the website up for you, so just give Turn Off the TV a shout out. They've got he does lots of over racing. Also, he's got a GT3 series starting up soon. So give High Octane Racing a shout and also Turn Off TV. Make sure you subscribe to him. He's an amazing commentator, far better than I am, frankly. So once again, huge thank you to Heath Johnson for helping me out with getting some stuff ready for today's race. So be sure to give him a look. I'll put a link in the chat as well. And then, so just a reminder, next week we have our British Touring Car Series starting, featuring six rounds of 6 UK tracks with four British Touring Cars. We have the Ford Focus RS, Vauxhall Astra, Subaru Levorg, and the MG6. It's going to be some amazing racing through that, I can promise you that. If you want to take part in that series, if you look up SimRacingMania on our Discord, there's a link in the description if you want to go there. Very friendly bunch of guys. We also have a website, SimRacingMania.online, where you can find more information. We have a website that's in development, so it's going to be fast to pass this, but it's just in progress at the moment, so this is our sort of placeholder website. But so yeah, if you want to take part, and also, if you look in the bottom right, we have a sponsor for that series. So, courtesy of SimX, we have a very special prize for you for the series. So, the winner of the British Touring Car Series will be able to win the SimX GP Pro steering wheel, as you can see there, and also it's a special edition Formula steering wheel. So look a tiny bit different to that one, because it's a special edition, and you'll be able to be a very lucky winner of that if you win this series. And second place will also win the SXT GP dashboard, as you can see just to the right of that wheel there. That's a very amazing piece of kit as well. You'll be very lucky to have that. It works via SteamHub, so you can have whatever overlay you want on that, and also the steering wheel as well, for that matter as well. And also we'll be holding a lucky raffle for every driver who takes part in the series and does at least 5 of these 6 races, or 5 of the 6 rounds, sorry. You'll be able to have a chance to win that dashboard as well. So huge thank you for SimX for making that possible. We hope to see you next week in the British Touring Car Championship. Until then, stay safe, have a good evening, and take care, and good night.